within the industry, there's always, it seems like almost every day now, an algorithm update or release of some sort. And some brands view that as Google penalizing or attacking their business, right? What would you say to a brand who view algorithm updates as an attack on their business?
That's so. I feel like that's so. It's so dependent on the site you're working on. If you're working on like a gambling site, for example, it's kind of a given that you'll have some penalizing and that stuff. But I don't necessarily think that Google creates algorithm updates to penalize websites. That's not why Google creates algorithm updates. Google have been very clear on their purpose, and their goal is to always improve their algorithms to serve content that's better useful to users. And if your website is perhaps not performing very well in following an algorithm update, it's worthwhile just monitoring that and seeing, is it just a temporary tremor, or if it's something more significant, then again revisiting the Google blogs, just to make sure that you can see the guidelines, you can see what they're updating, and why they're doing it. And like, for example, with the product reviews update, you can kind of, Google have really clearly put it on their site about what, which websites may be impacted and how you can prevent your website from being impacted. They explain it. And I think it's always important, if you feel like your website has kind of dropped in performance, review that, monitor it firstly, and then review Google's guidelines. And you can always reach out to Google, you can always ask them questions as well, and them, I think they're quite commonly, they do respond back. And it's I don't think it's always a case of Google's out to hate you. I think it's more that they're improving their algorithm so they can serve people better. So it's, if you're getting impacted, it's because you could perhaps optimize your content on your website, or your website to serve users better. I think that's the way to take it, really.